which has got to be such a terrible way to go.
Yeah, I saw a guy get disemboweled the other day.
You shouldn't watch those videos, man.
I mean, you don't know what's going to happen until you watch the bomb fall, you know?
Dude, if I see a video from you where there's a bunch of people in military garb in the still in our WhatsApp, I do not click it because I know.
Bro, you should have clicked that one. Let me tell you what he's referring to. It's like 6 guys wearing army helmets in the back of a vehicle. You click play on that mother and you realize they're hauling ass through a Russian field. And it's not full of Ukrainians. It's full of American and Australians. And the Australian is getting them piped. He's like, let's get in there, boys. Let's kill those fucking cunts. And the music goes, doom, da-dum, dum, dum, da-dum, dum, which is like hardcore Seinfeld for some reason now. And they all jump out.
What's the deal with Vladimir Putin? He can't just stay in Russia. Where is all this money going? There's no way it's all getting to the war front. It's being laundered. People. that's a good Seinfeld.
The gold standard, the gold standard.
War
Money's not real.
It's not real. Jerry, none of that money's even getting there.
I don't send you the gory ones, but I did click one the other day, and the Russian ate the first one in the dick, and I'm sure it blew his dick off. And then the second one, he ate right to like the middle of his stomach chest area, and it blew all of his guts out. And he was very much still alive. It was rough.
I don't want to see that.
I've seen some rough deaths. I thought grenade.
Where are you finding these and why are you watching them? Like, what
combat footage? Ukraine video report. Ukraine 2022.
I am addicted to following the Ukrainian war. I watch Russian and Ukrainian propaganda channels and try to like find a balance of that. And along with that, you see a bunch of like engagements and like what it's like to take a trench, what it's like to own a tree line, to lose a tree line, to take rubble, destroyed cities, etc. And I didn't know what grenades were. In movies, they're noteworthy explosives. It turns out they're just shrapnel delivery devices. That's what grenades are really about. There's some explosion if you're literally laying on it, but mostly it's kind of like a shotgun that goes in every direction at once, I think.
Yep.
And much like, I guess now knowing that it's a shrapnel delivery device, it just wrecks your arm, wrecks your chest. It does not insta kill like an explosion does. You just have 17 bad wounds now, and I think it out. Oftentimes you bleed out. Oftentimes maybe your lungs don't breathe anymore. But I'm watching a 90-second video and I can't tell that yet. I just know you're suffering, and I've seen shit. I'm an internet veteran. You know, I've watched gory shit for 25 years now, more than that. And the Ukrainian war has like hardened me.
I'll occasionally click one, and when I see what's about to happen, I'll yell like I just stubbed my toe or something, and turn the phone away and flick it away from, not throw it, but like cast it away from my gaze and look away. I was like, ah!
Remember that footage that like emotionally wounded all of us? I think it's in Russia, and someone's getting murdered, and it happens slowly. And like first they stab him with the screwdriver like in the belly, and it's like, oh no, this is terrible, but it's not permanent yet. And it's like a 20-minute video, and it's like they stab him in the chest, and they take out an eye, and then eventually I think they're hammering his skull, and it's like, there's no coming back from this. Now just end it. You know, like he should have died 5 minutes ago, but this is just a slow, terrible, torturous death. I feel like I see the Ukrainian equivalent of that. What am I saying? Russo-Ukrainian war equivalent of that almost daily. Almost daily, I see people die in ways that horrific.
Yeah, awful, painful.
Not good to be watching that all the time.
Well, you know, you need to be ready for it because it's coming, Taylor. I'm going to tell you, when the Aquatic,
emotional weightlifting,
when Congress finally gets, you're going to find out why the presidents haven't been coming forward every time they hear about the aliens and telling us all about it. Because when the Aquatics rise, you're going to fight a war way worse than that. Way worse than that. Those blue whales can walk. Those whales can walk.
You're fucked.
Okay?
I'm ready. I've been training since I was a young man.
If
But
blue whales were some
training
sort
the wrong
of
thing, Woody. You've been trained to watch Taylor get horribly murdered by the aliens and not be bothered by it. You'll be like, "Ah,
Yes.
so bad. I'm ready for that."
I'm hard.
no, you'd find a video of me being murdered by an alien and you'd send it to the chat. Like,
I'm ready for it.
My phone,
by
I'd be
walking
dead.
together.
I'd
With
be
just an
dead,
emoji of a-
probed to bits, and my phone is buzzing on the forest floor because
The
I'm getting
double crying
accidentally
emoji, like double crying emoji. Taylor dead. DED.
Taylor
Lols.
dead.
Taylor, if that
Lol.
happens to you, I promise I'll tweet it.
Okay.
I'll be hard
Everyone
against
tweet
it.
it.
Yeah, you can't have any weak nerve nor fear when when you face off against the aquatics, because they don't have the same
Dude, we'd fuck
central
them up.
nervous system as us. They don't have any
We'd
pity.
dominate, dude. They would come into our domain. It's like thinking that we could go beat them in the sea. No way.
Your domain, huh? It's interesting. Our domain has been changing rapidly over the last 100 years, it seems. It's almost like they've been changing it until they were ready to come forth again.
Mm-hmm. They needed it warmer. They wanted it to be 101 degrees at 10 p.m. in Missouri for some reason.
You know what? You know what?
It's so hot.
You know what makes them the steroids for them are fucking microplastics, and they've been in the ocean just slowly gathering strength.
Yeah. You know what? Really,
crude oil and
civilization-
microplastics
Yes.
are their fuels. They're just down there, just like Arnold and pumping iron, just doing all sorts of poses at each other down there.
They were just eating krill until they got all that free energy in the Gulf, and then they utilized it. They brought it down, figured out. Or I mean, oil comes from the bottom of the sea too. They would have oil.